More and more island students are being introduced to yoga as part of their school day. 13 island schools have just received yoga kits as part of the Active at School campaign through the P.E.I. government and Canadian Tire. And most phys ed teachers across the province have had some in-service training in how to use yoga in their classes. Nova Scotia was the first place in North America to offer yoga as a high school physical education credit. And now educators across the Maritimes are taking training offered at a studio in Halifax to become certified yoga instructors with a focus on yoga in the classroom. Island Morning's Nancy Russell introduces us to two Prince Edward Island teachers bringing yoga and mindfulness to their students.
Hold your hands so it looks like you're holding the world in your hands.
Jennifer McEachern sits cross-legged on a yoga mat in front of her grade 2 students. They're all seated on tiny yoga mats here in the gym at West Kent School. McEachern begins today's class with some mindful breathing.
Inhale, exhale. Boys and girls today don't have a lot of downtime. You know, when I was a kid, we played in the stream, we laid on our backs, watched the clouds. And today, a lot of little people are shuffled from here to there, from piano to hockey to swimming to voice, wherever, and they don't have time to just be. Inhale, exhale. I noticed what a tremendous difference in my life it made when I made time just to sit. That's something I wanted to share with these kids. Feet firmly planted like a great big mountain, and let's just sway our arms.
McEachern is one of 4 island teachers currently enrolled in the teacher training program at the Breathing Space Yoga Studio in Halifax. The course was created by Jenny Kierstead, a yoga teacher who was also a classroom teacher in the Strait Regional School Board in Nova Scotia. It's a 200-hour program taught over 9 months. The island teachers travel to Nova Scotia for a weekend every month.
So we'll breathe in and out. Maybe we're bowing to Mother Earth.
McEachern says the physical part of yoga connects to the phys ed curriculum. But she has also made mindfulness and meditation part of what she shares with her students.
Should your amygdala be doing the thinking? No. What happens when we put some mindfulness in between?
Grade 2 student Ethan Main has enjoyed learning about yoga and about the brain.
There are 3 things in your brain. Your prefrontal cortex that helps you think they're doing something bad is your amygdala. And then your hippocampus, it's your scrapbook that helps you remember a lot of stuff.
And we'll just let our heads sink right back.
Now the grade 2 students are settling into Shavasana, or relaxation pose. Alex Murphy says she's learned a lot of poses since the class started yoga just before Christmas.
Like tree pose, Shavasana, crescent pose, and sun salutation.
What's Shavasana?
It's where you lie down and just close your eyes and relax.
What's your favorite pose?
Shavasana.
Now we're going to tuck our toes under, exhale, and push back into down dog. It's okay if your heels don't touch the floor. That's not our goal here.
Here in the gym at Colonel Grey High School, Laura Lindsay is leading her phys ed class through a series of yoga poses. She has more than 40 students today from the grade 10 band class.
If you want a cool way to switch to the other side, is to come up, turn around, and switch. Within the phys ed course, with the new grade 10 curriculum, it's looking at all the dimensions of wellness, and yoga is one activity that really can connect with all the dimensions. And so ideally, I can do yoga with my students and not only reach curriculum outcomes, but I'm providing them an hour where they are focusing entirely on themselves. So that doesn't happen very often. Let your feet melt into the floor. You know, they have a lot of things on their plate, and this is a time where they can forget all of that. And it's a safe space without judgment, without competition. Scrunch up your shoulders and then relax.
Laura Lindsay says she's been excited by the response from her classes.
They're asking for yoga. So if one day we do yoga, the next day when I see the other class, if they've heard that yoga happened and they're not doing yoga that day, then there's some grumbling. Big inhale, exhale, and let those features relax.
My name's Matt Conley, and I'm a grade 10 student at Colonel Grey. I was pretty excited because I don't know too much about yoga, and I've done it a couple times earlier this year, but I really enjoy doing yoga, and it's very relaxing, so it's nice to do that during the middle of the day. It makes you calm down a lot.
I'm Sarah Murphy. I'm in grade 10 at Colonel Gray High School. It could really help out with the stress level of the students because I find the kids just worry too much about tests and exams and just homework, and we just get too stressed about it. And I find coming in to gym and knowing that we're going to do yoga, we just start to relax.
Deepen your breathing, scrunch your toes. I think just the mindfulness piece and the focus on the breathing. Students don't have those coping skills, and giving them an opportunity to learn them and then to apply them off of their yoga mat is kind of something that I think is very valuable to them. And so in focusing on that, we're helping with their mental health, we're helping with their emotional health. Roll over to your right side.
This is the first year for the new grade 10 phys ed curriculum in P.E.I. schools. Cheryl Tanton from the Department of Education helped to write the curriculum. She has also used yoga in the classroom.
I believe it was that mind-body connection. It was that quiet time. And then they started to, with me, when I moved them to the classroom, apply that quiet time, that meditative time before tests and things like that. I think as teachers become comfortable with doing yoga themselves, it may be mainstream, who knows, in amongst all other kind of movements as well.
And we can feel the breath. I think, bar none, every teacher should be in service in some sort of mindfulness component for, if not to share with their students, for their own well-being.
Onto our mat.
I also believe that it should be in every classroom. This should be available to every child on Prince Edward Island. Let's bring our knees into our chest and give them a big hug.
For Island Morning, I'm Nancy Russell in Charlottetown.
My gratitude, my big being thankful is to you.
Jennifer McEachran and Laura Lindsay graduate from teacher training and become fully yoga certified instructors in May. And you can tune into CBC News Compass tonight to see the yoga classes at West Kent and Colonel Gray in action. Our thanks to Nancy Russell for bringing us that story. Our toll-free talkback line here at Island Morning, it's 1-800-680-1898. Our email address, islandmorning@cbc.ca. CBC Prince Edward Island on Facebook. I believe some images, some video from this story posted on our Facebook page. People commenting on that as well. And you can find us on Twitter @Island Morning.